Welcome back to another lesson. In this lesson, we'll be talking about objects as keys. Still on the discussion about map objects in JavaScript. Now, being able to use object as key is an important map feature, and you will realize why it is important in the examples that I'm going to be showing us right now as a practical illustration of how objects can be used as keys of a map. Remember that earlier in the discussion about map, we were told that the keys of a map can be numbers, can be string, it can be object, etc. So we've looked at how the keys can be a string. That is the major exploration of the examples that we have considered. But now we want to look at a situation where the keys happens to be object and not string, like we have seen. So let's take a look at an example so you understand how to be able to use object as key and what makes it an important map feature. So let's dive in. So here we are talking about map objects as keys, which is this: being able to use objects as keys is an important map features. And now I'm going to take this out, everything that I have here, because the key is going to change. That's why I won't be able to use the example that I've been using before. So objects as keys, create objects. So how do you create an object? Well, now you should know. So creating an object in this scenario, I'm going to be assigning it to a variable. So this is my first object. And then I want to make another one for bananas. Bananas. And lastly, I want to make another one for oranges. Oranges. Now, from what I have here, let me create a map object now. Now, I want to make a fruit map using the new map constructor as usual. Now, that is my map. Now, I want to add an object to the map. I hope you still remember this process. So, I can use the add method or set method. So, I'm going to be using the set method. And this will not work because this is a string. It has to be in a quote. So I also want to set bananas. Bananas. So and lastly, I want to set oranges. Oranges. Now I want to get a value of bananas from what I have on the screen. because fruit dot get. Don't forget the get is what you use to get an output when you are working with maps in JavaScript. Now you can see undefined. And that's because here I have capital letter and I'm trying to get a small letter of apple. But if you take a look at this right now, you can see I'm getting 500 as the output. Now, there's something I put here that, remember, the key is an object, apples, not a string apples. Let's take a look at what that means. Now, if we look at this apples here is the key, not this one. Check again. The key is an object apples, not a string apples. So this is where we have our object. So this is the object here. So this is the key and not this string one. Do you understand it? So what we have here is not the key. What we have here is the key. These apples, banana, and oranges that we have as object. Because in this example, the key that we are setting is this. Is the object key. We are using object as the key and not string. So that is why this is the keys in this instance and not the one of string. So this is how you can use the object as keys in your JavaScript map expression, and you will still get a valid result, or what I call a valid answer at the end of the day. In the next lesson, we'll move to another topic concerning map, and we'll discuss about it extensively. I'll see you in that next lesson. Don't forget that in this lesson, one thing that I should go with is the fact that the object key is the key in this scenario and not the string apple. So the object apple is the key and not the string apple that you are seeing here. So this is not the keys. These are not the keys. So these are the keys, apples, banana, oranges, which are the objects, and these are just their value. So do you get what I'm trying to explain here? Thank you. In the next video, I'll see you. Don't forget to go over this if you are confused or ask questions if you don't get any parts clearly, and I'll do my best to break it down to the simplest understanding that you will get. Thank you, and I can't wait to see you in the next lesson. Till then, enjoy.